Okay, hello everybody. Thanks again for sitting around for another one of my speeches. I know it takes up a little time, so I appreciate you guys coming. My name is Kevin Ty. I'm stationed here in Germany. So today I got to give a speech. It's an informative speech, and it's going to be over keeping a good mouth, having good oral hygiene. Have you ever been into like this bar or club, or you go to the bowling alley, you see, this man, woman, somebody that's just really got it going on. They got the money, the clothes, they have, they're popular, and then, they come up to you and they get a big smile to you, and they got so much tartar, it looks like they don't need anything to dip their fish sticks in, So today I'm going to be going over a little bit about, the proper care, not really the techniques, but just some of the pros and cons about it. Good oral hygiene is not only good for your overall health, but it's also good for your appearance. It's really good for your confidence, and if you're smiling and you have a good smile, people really take note of that. There's a statistic I looked up in the ADHA, which is the American Dental Hygienists Association, shows that 78% of Americans, by the time they turn 17, already have one cavity. So it kind of shows that it's coming from, it's a genetic thing, so maybe their families don't really focus on it. It's a dental, we're blessed that we have free dental, but everybody doesn't, so it's kind of a different story on the outside. And so we're going to try to understand the pros and cons of good oral hygiene, and first over what causes cavities, not really in depth of how they happen, but just what causes them. And the improper care can lead to a life of difficulties with money, and it also can really affect your well-being. So one of the main issues that we have is cavities and plaque. So whenever you get a lot of cavities, it's not really the sugars or the pop or the candy, that causes the cavities. It's the bacteria that's fed by the sugars that cause the cavities. And so that's one big issue. You have one cavity, and it can lead to more tooth pain if you don't, take care of your brushing and your flossing as you need to. And so the reason that they happen the most is improper brushing, and then bad routine and consistency. That's the two main issues that I've researched. And so now we're going to go into how they can be prevented. So staying on top of brushing and flossing and rinsing. The order, as I was looking, there's not really like a main order as long as you're doing them all and you're doing them correctly. And keeping a good technique just thoroughly and everywhere throughout the whole mouth. And so here we go, some of the advantages and disadvantages. So first we're going to talk about the advantages of making sure that you keep everything up to par is confidence. So you're able to smile in pictures. You see people with their mouth closed in pictures. Usually it's because they're not very confident about their teeth. And no tooth and mouth pain, that's a big thing, so it can cause a lot of pain. It shows a good work ethic, I think, from my point of view. You see somebody who have nice teeth, it shows that it's a hard job to keep your teeth clean. So now we'll go into the disadvantages. So it can become very, very painful if you don't have these issues taken care of. Tooth pain is some of the worst type of pain. I know for you see the big, strong guys that go into the dentist in the Army, and the tooth pain can put them down just like that. No matter if they're a Green Beret or an Army Ranger, they can be affected by that. Also, it can cost lots of money if it's not taken care of. Some points it can even put you into debt. You have to take out loans in order to get you out of pain, which is another disadvantage. And then it can cause infections over the long haul, which can lead to lifelong consequences. And so some of our implications that we can have to fix that is if you have the right tools and techniques, it's really beneficial for you whenever you're doing it properly. And making sure you have all the necessary equipment for your needs. So if you have bridges or something, there's different ways you need to take care of that. Or if you have sensitive teeth, there's ways to take care of that as well. And that's really the main issue, is having a good routine and schedule and getting in the habit. It's kind of like going to work out. The hardest part is getting in the habit. It's not going there and doing it, it's the habit. Okay, so now my conclusion, so the positives that we're taking from this is by taking care of your teeth is a big step in taking care of yourself. It outweighs the disadvantages, and and the advantages of proper care, it's a no-brainer that it's necessary for you to take care of your teeth, you know. And understanding the importance is not only beneficial to yourself, but everybody you come in contact with. You don't want to be, you know, smelling somebody's bad breath, you know. I know I don't, so I'm sure you don't either. So yeah, taking care of your mouth is it's taking care of yourself, whatever you look at it. So in the course of this speech, I hope I kind of gave a little bit of information on the importance and the negative outcomes that can come if you don't do it. So yeah, you want to keep your chompers looking good. That way, you know, if you're going out to that bar or club where they have the stinky breath, you might be able to find that special someone, you know, especially Tease. He's looking for that. And so hopefully that just enlightens you to maybe take care of your teeth a little more. And again, thank you guys for staying, and I hope you have a good day.